There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the gain's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon, to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my ears, they're crying like children, their saltiest tears. My heart fills with joy that it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of their rage filled the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the The souls of huddlers live forever in my mind, as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me, for our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mouth bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. Right, so, crazy day. Man, in the morning, everything was like bright green, looked like a great day. It was looking, like tendies were gonna print today. Then, just throughout the day, everything just kept selling off. And, yeah, a lot of things went in the red. So today we're doing the show from Raministan. But that's not. It's kind of deceptive because there still was a lot of green. Particularly the meme stocks did really well today. Crazy, all of them. Specifically like GME and AMC, but really all of them did well. But we'll cover all of that. So, yeah, great show for you guys today. Not too much news, but interesting news. And then, of course, we're gonna do our analysis and our Yolos. So we got some news about it's mostly crypto news. We're gonna talk about being margin called. A lot of margin calls happened during the last crypto crash, the crypto correction. We're gonna talk about crypto taxes and crypto loopholes, and then we're gonna talk about ARK, Kathy Wood's fund. She just bought more Bitcoin. And today we're going to talk about AMC, GME, Lordstown Motors, which is RIDE, R-I-D-E, Virgin Galactic, and then two minor stocks. I don't even know what the company's name is, but the ticker is PRVB. I'll figure out what the company's name is later. And then we'll talk about Flanigan's, the restaurant, Flanigan's, ticker BDL. And then, of course, we'll get to the Yolos. So, yeah, great show today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate everyone. And here comes the siren. So we'll get started once this passes. 1 second. All right, my apologies. That was a long one. We're actually going to do the show from the stock exchange because I'm looking at the indexes now. It's really not too bad. It's not too bad. So, no Raministan. We'll do it from the stock exchange today. All right. Before we begin, please like the video, please subscribe, and if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. All right, guys, let's do it. Cool. All right. So the Dow Jones finishes down 0.24%. The Nasdaq finishes up 0.12%, and the S&P 500 finishes down 0.21%. The VIX is up 2.55% today. So let's take a look at what's going on. So we got Apple pretty sideways, down 0.16%. We got AMC up 20% today. Insane. Absolutely insane. Congratulations to everyone with AMC. Here, another siren. I'm just going to talk over it. AMD up 0.54%. Wow. Anavis, which is which was a popular stock like 2 days ago, it like went up to 200% or something like that. I took a short position and I actually closed it out at like 50. It pulled back even more, so interesting. But yeah, Anavis down 13.12%. Alibaba up 0.33%. I'll take it. I mean, it could be a lot worse. BlackBerry down 0.35%. We got Flanigan's, ticker BDL. We're going to talk about this a little later. That's up 40% today, 40.58% today. At one point, it was up 80%. So significant pullback, but still a huge day. And I see it's going down in the aftermarket. But yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Stay tuned. We got Bumble up 4.85%. BTX down 13.61%. CCIV up 4.54%. Interesting. Looks like the cannabis stocks are doing pretty well. Canopy Growth up 6.48%. Clover up 1.45%. Coinbase making a comeback. Coinbase up 7.59%. Probably just has to do with generally crypto recovering. But Coinbase was undervalued, so nice recovery there. What else we got here? DoorDash down 3%. Disney up 1.07%. Discovery A down 2%. DraftKings up 1.17%. Not bad. It was up like 4% in the morning, but I will take it. Express, this is a meme stock, clothing store. That's up 5.63%. Facebook up 1%. GME, we'll talk about more of this later, but GME up 16.34%. Congratulations to everyone with GME. Google up 0.08%, pretty sideways. We got Costs, which is another meme stock. Hey, Raydell, how you doing? Glad you could join me today. Thank you, as always. Costs, that's another meme stock. That's the headphone company, Cost Headphones. That's up 22.89% today. 23%. Very, very nice. I don't know too many people that have Costs. Actually, don't know anyone who has Costs. But that is another meme stock, a low-key meme stock that no one really knows about. So congratulations to everyone with Costs. Li Auto down 4%. Interesting, because I think the other Chinese EVs did pretty well. That's interesting. We got Marathon. The Bitcoin exposure stock, that's down 2.29%. That's also kind of interesting because crypto has been recovering and Coinbase went up. Wonder why that is. Microvision, another meme stock. Well, it's debatable. I would call it a meme stock, but there's a lot of people who think it's legit. But anyway, that's up 9.07%. So congratulations to everyone with Microvision. That is finally coming back up. Almost back to 18. We got Netflix down 0.31%. Neo up 0.5%. I'll take it. Neo was up like 4 or 5% earlier. Sold off all day, but can't complain if it's green. Nvidia up 0.23%. Oxygen finishes in the red, down 0.13%. That's kind of nasty because if I recall correctly, it was up pretty big in the morning, like 5 or 6% or something like that, I think I saw this morning. So, yeah, that's nasty. What else we got here? Palantir. I mean, it was up a lot more in the morning, but up 1.23%. I'm just happy because, what is this, like the third day in a row, like fourth day or something, that Palantir's in the green? When is the last time that happened? Am I dreaming? Is this real life? So, nice. Palantir in the green again. Plug up 2.24%. Peloton down 1.7%. Hey, look at that. Roblox finishes in the green. It was fighting all day. I think it was in the red briefly, but finishes in the green. Yep, yes, Raydell. Cannot complain if it's green. May not be fat gains, may not be tendies, but could be a lot worse. It's better than bag holding. We got Ride, Lordstown Motors, down 7.54%. We'll discuss this a little bit later. Riot Blockchain down 3.12%. Rocket down 0.53%. Roku down 4.4%. Snapchat down 1.61%. Sundial Growers up 5.55%. So, yeah, the cannabis stock's doing really well. Virgin Galactic down 4.83%. We're going to talk about this more later. Square up 2.49%. Tilray up 2.86%. Tesla finishes down 0.29%. UWMC up 1.58%. Viacom down 1.54%. Man, why can't Viacom just have like a few winning days? Like 3 in a row. That'd be nice. Okay. So that is the stock market review. Let's take a look at crypto. Okay, so crypto's actually down today, about 5%, but it is recovering slowly. Bitcoin's down 5%, back to 37,600. Ether down 3.3%. That's a little over 2,500. Binance down 6%. Cardano down 4%. Dogecoin down 6%. Oh, what happened to XRP? XRP was like the only coin today that was in the green. Finishes in the red. But not by much. That's down 0.84. Polkadot down 9.34. Internet Computer down 11%. Bitcoin Cash down 1.6. Litecoin down 4.7. Chainlink down 1.17. Not too bad. Stellar down 6.24. Wow, look at that. Ether Classic. Everything's in the red, and Ether Classic is up pretty big, up 16.3%. That is interesting. Yeah, Monero down 6%. Neo up 1.87%. So, yeah, overall, not too bad. Red day for crypto, but not too bad. It appears like the worst is over. All that crazy volatility, and it looks like, it appears like it's just going to recover from here. But who knows? So that's a good segue into our news today. Mostly crypto news today, so let's get into that. Oops. One second as I load these articles up. Okay. So, here's our first article. It's about ARK, Cathie Wood's fund. A lot of apes like Cathie Wood. She was a hero last year because she was just smashing everything, getting everything right. This year, she's getting wrecked. And everyone on the street, everyone on CNBC is just clowning her. That's Cathie Wood this year. I don't know why. I think she's pretty decent. I don't worship her or anything, but I think she's pretty cool. But anyway, let's read. ARK Investment buys $20 million worth of Bitcoin. So, hey, I like it. Buying the dip. I don't know what price she got in at, but it's a great idea. Smart idea. Says they had Bitcoin exposure in MicroStrategy and Grayscale Bitcoin, GBTC. MicroStrategy is an office solutions company, and they're investing in Bitcoin. GBTC is a crypto ETF. Yeah, so not much news here, but interesting. Cathie Wood bought the dip. I think it's a smart move. So, she is bullish on Bitcoin. Well, she has been for a while. Bitcoin and Tesla. That's how those were her two big calls. I think she said price target at Tesla for like $3,000 or something. Something absolutely insane, but hey, she believes. So, yeah, ARK invests $20 million. I'm surprised she has any money left, because she's been getting pretty wrecked this year. Surprised she's not all in. Alright. So, here's some news about the crypto correction. It's about leverage, aka margin. Okay, let's read. Bitcoin traders using up to 100 to 1 leverage are driving the wild swings in cryptocurrencies. Key points. Traders taking excessive risk in the Bitcoin market being forced to sell when the price goes down were the bigger culprits for last week's 30% drop in Bitcoin prices, according to analysts. Bitcoin traders liquidated roughly $12 billion in levered positions last week as the price of cryptocurrency spiraled, according to a cryptocurrency futures trading platform. Selling begets more selling until you come to an equilibrium on leverage in the system. Okay. So, yeah, on these exchanges, a lot of them are offering margin now, leverage, and they're offering 100 to 1 leverage, which is absolutely insane because regularly on the stock exchange, you only get like 2 to 1 or something like that. At most, if you have portfolio margin, that's like 5 to 1, 6, 7 to 1, but you can take up to 100 to 1 on crypto. And I don't advise anyone to ever trade on margin because you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. I had to learn this the hard way a couple of times. If you're going to use margin, you should use it for the purpose it was intended to be used for, which is when you have liquidity problems and you want to make a trade immediately, but you don't have enough money in your account. So you just use the margin while you transfer the money into your account. So especially with cryptocurrencies, how volatile it is, trading on 100 to 1 margin is really not the best idea. And this is a big reason why the correction was so large. We went from 63,000 Bitcoin down to 30,000. Because $12 billion of that was liquidated from margin. So, I don't know. I don't like regulation, but to me, 100 to 1 on margin on cryptocurrency is a bit crazy. Especially when you have, all these ape traders making really risky moves. This might change in the future. Well, on like Forex, I think it's about the same. You get like 100 to 1, so and Forex doesn't really move that much. So I can understand why Forex gives you that much leverage, because it's relatively safe. Now, cryptocurrency is the complete opposite. I don't know why they would give you 100 to 1 leverage, but lesson to be learned here. Well, in general, probably shouldn't trade on margin, but especially when it comes to crypto, please don't trade on margin. That could be very, very dangerous. Could be very rewarding too, but is it worth the risk? Probably not. All right, so yeah, that is crypto news. A lot of people got liquidated because they're just borrowing insane amounts of leverage. Okay. So staying on crypto news, let's read this. Bitcoin crash opens door to tax loophole for investors. Key points. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and other cryptocurrencies have seen prices plunge in recent weeks. These investors can leverage those losses in a way that typical stock or mutual fund investors can't. That's because so-called wash sale rules don't apply to crypto, according to financial advisors. But there are important caveats. Okay. So, we're not going to read the whole thing, but basically, yes, the rules when it comes to taxes are not the same yet. When it comes to crypto and stocks, particularly, we're talking about the wash sale rule here, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's when you sell a position for a loss, and then you re-enter the position within 30 days. You buy back into the position, and when you do that, you're not allowed to write off your losses anymore. So a lot of people don't know this, and you get screwed when it comes around to tax time. And there's been a lot of calls for more regulation on crypto, again, because the same rules don't apply. And maybe they should. Not saying they should, but maybe they should. So, apparently, the wash sale rule doesn't apply for crypto, so, you can sell at a loss and rebuy in, and there's no penalty. So yeah, apparently crypto is considered property, not securities, and that's why the rules don't apply. So there might, I have a feeling in the future, the rules are going to change, and crypto and is no longer going to be like property. It's going to be deemed as securities. That's what I think. Everyone is calling for it. The SEC, the Treasury, a lot of firms, a lot of institutions. So, yeah, interesting news here. I actually didn't know about this. I thought you still had to pay wash sale for crypto. We learn something new every day. So, I guess take advantage when you can. Take advantage as long as you can. As long as this crypto is considered property, you can sell and not that you should sell for a loss anyway, but you can, and you're not going to get penalized if you decide to rebuy. So interesting stuff here. This is a temporary, well, not temporary yet, but I think it's going to be temporary. This is a loophole that crypto investors can use to avoid paying taxes. All right. So, moving on from crypto news, let's talk about futures. Now, I myself am not a futures trader. I've actually never done it. I should learn, but futures, the consensus is that it's the most risky form of investment, even riskier than options. So, I mean, I haven't done it, but I don't recommend it if you don't know what you're doing. And I don't know, it's just kind of boring. Well, it seems kind of boring. You're trading commodities, corn, oil, soybeans, wheat, uranium. I don't know, all this crazy stuff. It's not actual companies. And of late, if you're on Wall Street Bets, there's a lot of jokes about corn mooning. And I actually looked at the graph. Like, corn has been mooning. Like, the price of corn futures, pretty interesting. But let's read here. Corn futures dropped 6% on larger supply in latest speculative unraveling in the commodities market. So it says here, corn came under pressure a day after the U.S. Department of Agriculture said that U.S. farmers had planted 90% of intended corn acres as of Sunday, ahead of the 5-year average of 80%. The above pace planting, the result of sufficient rain in the U.S. Midwest, appeared to counter concerns stemming from lingering Chinese demand for corn. So, honestly, I think that should make the prices go up, right? Because they're planting. Interesting. I think this is generally just pullback, just some general pullback, because corn has been mooning for the past couple of months, I think. So, yeah, it says here, China has in recent months purchased large amounts of corn in an effort to fatten hogs to replace those it killed during an outbreak of swine fever. Interesting, I didn't know that. So yeah, soybeans fell 10%, or 10 cents, and wheat dropped 5 cents. So, yeah, I really don't understand futures that much. I should learn. But apparently it's really risky, but really, really rewarding. Imagine someone asks you, how did you become a millionaire? Oh, I trade corn and wheat and soybeans. Okay. So let's move on to the analysis. All right, first up, AMC. Oh, and I will say, first of all, not saying this happens, but I have noticed trends that usually when the meme stocks have great days like this, the rest of the market isn't doing too well. And this is just a theory. I think it's because, and other people will say the same thing, it's because, the institutions, which do most of the trading, like 90% of the trading, retail only makes up like 10% of the market. It seems like they're selling off their positions in other stocks to cover for the meme stocks. They have a lot of short positions on these meme stocks. I don't know why. they haven't learned the first time. Like, that's probably not the safest thing to do. Anyway, so they have these short positions on these meme stocks, and as retail just keeps buying them up, they have to sell other holdings in order to cover. So I think that's kind of what we saw today. All right, let's talk about AMC. So AMC is up 20% today. Congratulations to anyone who has AMC. Yeah, I personally would have sold at 16 or 17. It's really hard to chart because we're reaching not uncharted territory, but haven't been up here many times before, so it's kind of hard to tell where the support and resistance is. But I personally would have sold at like 16 or 17. It didn't hit 17, but I probably would have sold at 16. So, again, these support and resistances are not the most reliable because there's not that much data to go off of. But it appears that if this breaks 17, this can go all the way up to 20. Can go all the way up to the all-time high of $20.36. So, you know, AMC could, I mean, it already broke out, but it could break out even more. And if it moves to the downside, it could come back to 16, and it can come all the way back down to 14. That's the next levels of support I have. Now, the RSI is currently sitting at 73, so we are officially in overbought and overvalued territory. A lot of the AMC apes will tell you that doesn't matter. The fundamentals don't matter, and the technicals don't matter. And maybe they're right to some extent, but you still have to pay attention to the technicals. So yes, this is considered overbought and overvalued. So I wouldn't be surprised if this came back down soon. Not going to say how much. But generally when it touches overbought territory, it does come back down pretty quick after that. So I think there's going to be some pullback in the short term. So really not much to say here, other than if it breaks 17, this can go all the way up to 20. And if this breaks, if this falls back below 16, this can come all the way back to 14. And I wanted to get in at 9. Looks like I may have. It looks like I may not get the opportunity to do that. But hey, maybe eventually it will come back to 9. Resist FOMO. Raydell, is it risky to invest in an IPO? Personally, I would say yes. And that's not financial advice. You know, other people will tell you differently. I personally don't like investing in brand new companies that just went public, whether that's through IPO or direct share offering or SPAC. There's like a whole different amount of ways that you can take your company public nowadays. But generally speaking, what happens is, within the first week or the first few trading sessions of the IPO or the company going public, usually the stock moons, like it goes real high. And then over the next couple of months, you just see it slowly bleed, and it actually comes below what it originally started at. Like, for example, Coinbase. Show you Coinbase. Coinbase IPO'd at like, or they didn't IPO, they did a direct listing at like 380. And you know, everyone is Coinbase. Everyone was so excited for the IPO. Not IPO, I gotta stop saying that. Direct listing. And then it comes all the way down to 200. So, and this is still not a lot of data to go off of. That too. When you try to chart, there's not much data to go off of. So I really don't like investing in these new companies. But that's just me personally. It's a risk. But generally speaking, you can get a better price than the IPO price. another one like Bumble. So Bumble opened at like 75 or something like that. And it came all the way down to 39. So, you know, everyone's excited for Bumble. Bought in at 75, now they're bag holding. So if you just held off on Bumble, you could have got it now. See, it was undervalued. You could have got it for $40. So, yeah, generally, the stock price comes back down below IPO price. So I don't really like investing in IPOs. I like to hold off a little bit, couple of months, maybe a year, but definitely a couple of months. Usually you can get a better price than what it opens at. All right, what's the next one? Let's do GME. All right, GME. So GME is up 16.31% today. Congratulations to everyone who has GME. Now, I said a couple weeks ago, I think, forgot how long ago it was, but I drew this pennant, and I said it looks like GME's consolidating, and it looks like it's ready to break out. And what happens? It breaks out. Might break out even more, but it did break out of this pennant. So it's trading between the support and resistance right now of about 220 and 150. So it looks like it could break the 220 resistance really soon. If it does, the next level of resistance I have here is around 260. But this could fall back to the support of 150. And if it breaks that, it could come all the way back down to 100. But looks like it has a pretty strong chance to break 220 right now. The RSI is at 67, so not quite overbought and overvalued, but it's approaching that. So I would just caution everyone. Don't think this is going to keep going up. It may, but technicals still matter. So, you know, just like AMC, they kind of move together. But I think they're going to pull back in the short term, both GME and AMC. They've been on some crazy runs the past week. So it's only normal for some pullback, healthy pullback. You know, some people aren't going to like that, but it is what it is. Yeah, so that's GME. Personally, I would look to take some profit at 220, and then if it hits 260, I would definitely take profit. But I'm a swing trader. Most apes are investors. I wouldn't really call this investing, more like gambling, but they ain't selling. They ain't selling. Diamond hands all the way. They don't care.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
So yeah, not much to say about GME either. Other than this could break 220 and go up to 260. And if not, it's going to fall back down to 150. And RSI is getting pretty hot, so just be careful. All right, let's talk about Ride, Lordstown Motors. So this was on a crazy run in the past week, and that's because I believe they released their earnings. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with this, but I believe they had some sort of catalyst, I can't remember what it was, but that sent the stock flying last week from 670 all the way up to about 1150. And in the past couple trading sessions, it's been pulling back. It's down 7.45% today, back down to $9. I haven't done much DD on this, but a lot of people on Stock Quits and on Wall Street Bets claim it's a scam. I don't know if it's actually a scam, but you know, a lot of these new EV companies, it's a lot of marketing and a lot of hype, and they don't actually produce products like that. You know, the only companies I would really say are legit are like Tesla and Neo and Xpeng and Lee. You know, you got Lucid, but they haven't proven anything yet. They don't have vehicles on the road. And you got Lordstown Motors right here. You got Nikola, and we all know what happened with Nikola. Fraudsters, you know. They claim they have a working truck, and then they push the truck down the hill and record it, and then plug it in under the stage. Anyway. So, just generally, you know, be really skeptical when it comes to these EV companies, because not many of them are legit, or not legit yet. Because, you know, we see here, all-time high of $32, a lot of hype, and then it comes down to $7. So that'd be really nasty, you know, if you were holding this. That's extreme bag holding right there. Same thing with CCIV. Say this went up to 65 when they were going to get acquired, when there was speculation about that. Interesting, there's a gap down here. But this came all the way down to $20. Less than that. Like $17, so I wasn't even trying to talk about CCIV, but yeah. So if you caught the bottom at 670 and sold at like 1150, you know, great profit there. But it didn't even go into overvalued territory. But just generally speaking, just based on the fundamentals, I would recommend everyone stay away from this and stay away from the speculative EV plays. Lucid, Nikola, etc. I really don't know why this is so popular. You know, this has been a trending stock for the past like week, so got to talk about it. But I really don't get it. I don't see what's so special about this. I actually think it's a bad stock. So yeah, that is Lordstown Motors. That is Ride. Now let's talk about Virgin Galactic. So this has been a hot stock since over the weekend they did their test flight and it was successful. So I said yesterday it's approaching overvalued, oversold territory. Maybe you guys might want to consider selling, or if you're gonna hold it, don't hold it for much longer. I said sell soon, either now or in the next few trading sessions. And it appears that's what people are doing today. They're taking profits. It's down 4.83% today, and it's selling off a little bit in the after hour. So that may have been the top, honestly. Like 28 may have been the top. Not saying it was, but we got two gaps here. You know, it was approaching overbought, overvalued territory. So it's only normal that this is gonna pull back a little. So we'll see what happens with this. You can still sell it right now for a pretty decent profit if you caught the bottom. But I do think this is coming back. to at least, what is this? To at least like 22. And it's funny because you see a lot of people FOMOing in now, and that's a big no-no. Don't FOMO. I was gonna do a meme. Put a new meme on here. No FOMO. You know, play on words for. I don't want to say it, but yeah, no FOMO. Don't FOMO in this one. Hey Zakaria, thanks for being here again as always. Appreciate you. So, yeah, as of right now, I would either sell this or hold this. Definitely don't buy this. Because I think it's coming back. 28 may have been the top. Okay. PRVB. So, okay. This is Provention Bio. To be honest, I don't really know much about this company, but it was trending today. Up 26.82% today. So congratulations if you had this and caught this massive run. What's happening with AMC and GME? I just said they're well, I said it could go to the next level of resistance or fall back to the next level of support, and they're both. AMC is currently in overbought territory. GME is pushing it. So I just said caution, consider taking profits. But I know a lot of people aren't going to like that. They like to hold. But yeah, I would have sold AMC at 16 or 17, and I'd probably look to sell GME at 220. Okay, so yeah, you can watch the playback if you want later. I'll break it down into I'll timestamp it. All right, so this one, Provention Bio, ticker PRVB. I don't know what's up with these biotech stocks. They are really, really hot. Like, kind of pump and dumps, honestly. Every day it's a new biotech stock. Goes up 50%, goes up 100%, comes crashing back down. So here's a new one today. Provention Bio. Up 26.82%. So interesting stuff because there was a gap down here from like 970. And then it went into oversold territory. And then today, whoop, bam. Just like that. Into overbought territory. And it fills the gap. But now it creates another gap. Gap up. So what happens when there's a gap up? It's likely to come back down to fill the gap. So this probably is going to come back to $8. Can't guarantee it, but usually the gaps do fill. And I mean, not really much to say here. Fundamentally, like, let me see. PRVB. There was a reason why this went up. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was news today. They submitted they submitted an application to the FDA to see if they'll get approved for their new drugs. Apparently, they got drugs that help with diabetes, type 1 diabetes, and some other some other conditions. But yeah, that news sent the stock flying. I think this hit like maybe 40% or something earlier, like 30 something percent. But topped off at a high at 1150 and closes at 1012. So we see a pattern here with these biotech stocks. If you're in early, you should dump once you see that gap up and the RSI going over 70. And honestly, it may be a good play to short it. I've been doing that, and I'm going to show you in just a second. So definitely don't FOMO. You know, I go on Stock Quits. I'm looking at these stocks. There's a lot of people saying, buy the dip, buy the dip, push it. And I'm like, no, don't buy this. What is wrong with you guys? Don't FOMO. Do you want to lose money? Do you hate money? You want a bag hold? I don't know why you would FOMO into this. That is absolutely insane. When it goes up like this, you either sell or you short. No buying. Pre-market high, really? Wow, that's insane. $13. Wow. Well, it opened at like 11, so still pretty insane. But yeah, it went from undersold to overvalued real quick. There's going to be a lot of shorting going on. This is coming back to 8, most likely. I was thinking about shorting this, but it didn't really run that high. It was only at like 35%, so decided not to do it. But and the volume is crazy. By far the biggest volume day, like, of all time. So interesting. And before we get to the last one, so that's Provention Bio. And before we get to the last one, here was Anavis, which popped off a couple days ago. Monday, I think. I forget, but yeah, I'm upset. I didn't short, or actually, I did short this, but I got in late, and then at that point, my brokerage account, or all brokers really, there were no more available shares to short, so you couldn't even short it anymore. I managed to get some, but they didn't let me put in my whole position. But I took a short position at like 55, and I closed it today. I closed it at 50, and it went down a little lower, but made a little money there. So again, these crazy biotech stocks, if they gap up and they're like above 100% or something like that, some crazy number, either sell it if you have it or short it if you want to make money from it going down. Okay. And last one is BDL. This was another trending stock today. This is Flanigan's. The seafood restaurant. I thought they went out of business because there ain't no Flanigan's in New York City anymore. I think there's some in Long Island, but I was like, Flanigan's? Like the restaurant Flanigan's? I haven't heard of that in a while. So they released their earnings today. Apparently they were really good earnings. So this ran all the way up to 48. It was at like 80% today, up 80%. And, my dumbass forgot or didn't. I was lazy yesterday and didn't get to edit my video. So I was doing it this morning. And then by the time I was done, I look at Stock Twits and this thing is trending. And I'm like, whoa, I missed the top. I wanted to get in at 45. I couldn't. So I managed to get in at 40. I took a position. I shorted at 40. And I'm looking to get out at 30. So now it's at 35. So maybe tomorrow it'll come back down to 30. But, biggest volume day ever. RSI's at 84. So, yeah, this is definitely coming back down. I can't say to how much, but I'm looking to get out at 30 for a nice gain. Nice fat gain. Easy gain there. 2-day gain. Well, not, well, I don't know yet, but hopefully I can get out of this soon. That would be 25% gain, just like that. Just from catching this, from being opportunistic, catching it at a relative high and selling it as it comes back down. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm kind of a rainbow bear. I pride myself on being a bottom feeder. I like catching things at the bottom, and I like taking advantage of opportunities like this when it makes absolutely no sense. That's it. This is an easy short. If you see something up 80% with no justification, short it. Short it. It's easy money. So, yeah, I'm looking to make some easy money here. Looking to get out soon. Again, I don't know why you would buy this. Do I put in a stop loss? Not for things like this, no. Because this isn't a battleground stock. This isn't GME or AMC. I would not short those. But I generally just look for... I watch it live until you see it, it hits the top and you see it start to come down. Then you put in your short order. So I couldn't get this at 45, but I got it at 40. Still pretty decent price. 40%. At 40, it was up 60%. So now it's up 40%. So made a nice little gain already, but looking to get a little bit more. So no, I don't use stop losses. The other way I do, if I'm buying, and for certain stocks. Usually I don't, but sometimes I do. If I really like the stock, I just average down. I don't really use stop losses very much. But not saying you shouldn't. I just personally don't like to. And when it comes to things like this, when it comes to shorting these crazy things, you really shouldn't need it. Once you see it coming down, it's not going back up. Very, very unlikely. No, right now, I went in at 40. I shorted at 40. So, I'm looking to get out at 30. And that would be a 25% gain. Hopefully it comes back to 30 tomorrow, and I'd book a 25% gain in 2 days. Very easy money. So, yeah, again, I don't know why people would FOMO this. Is Flanigan's... I don't know. How can you be bullish on Flanigan's? I don't get it. But, yeah, fundamentally, not great. Technically, I don't know why you would FOMO into this. RSI is at 84. Why would you FOMO into this? That's ridiculous. Yeah, so here's an easy strategy for you guys. If you see, but you have to be you gotta watch this live, you gotta be like, this isn't something you can do by like swing trading. You gotta be on it. So if you see a big pop like this, if you're following stock twits, if you use scanners on your brokerage account, it gives you the alert, this is popping off. You gotta get in there real fast, short it, and then get out. Get out after like 25%, 50% gain. So that's what I'm doing here. Hopefully I can get out of this tomorrow at 30 and book an easy 25% gain. So, yeah, that is Flanigan's. It popped off today on good earnings, but it looks like it's coming back down. I can't say how much it's coming back down, but right now it's extremely overbought, overvalued, and I'm pretty sure this is coming back down to at least 30, so I'm looking to exit at 30. Okay. All right, let's do the Yolos. 1 second. Gotta load this up. Okay, so today we got GME. We got GME, Virgin Galactic, and Tesla Yolos. So let's do it. This first one is by Jerry Maguire Boy. He says GME Weekly Option YOLO. So these are FDs. Multiple GME call options here, all expiring May 28th, so on Friday. He has one call option for the 185 strike, 10 calls for the 200 strike, and 5 calls for the 370 strike. In total, this was around a 6K YOLO, a little more than 6K. And as of right now, this is worth about 7,500. So he's up about $1,500 here. You want to go in on Apple? I'll talk about that after I finish this. So, yeah, personally, what I would do here is sell all of it, take the profit, take the tendies. So what's GME at? So GME is at 209 right now. So yeah, the 185 and the $200 calls are currently in the money, but it doesn't mean that they'll be in the money by Friday. And actually, there's a good chance that it's not going to be, because it is pushing overvalued, overbought territory. So it's better just to cash out now, secure the profit, secure the gain, secure the bag, instead of losing your initial $6,000 investment plus your unrealized gains of $1,500. And definitely sell the 370 calls. That's not going to finish in the money. You definitely have to sell those. It's debatable if you should sell your 185 and 200 calls, but personally, that's what I would do. Because right now, it's just really risky. You don't know what's going to happen in 3 days. Anything can happen. So better to secure the bag, secure your profits of $1,500 rather than lose everything. And I'm sure it's worth more than $1,500 right now, because GME was running up all day, and he posted this 7 hours ago. So he's probably up a couple $1,000s now. So yeah, the best thing to do here is to cut everything, take profits, and move on. Collect your tendies, call it a day, on to the next. So Jerry Boy Maguire, thank you for posting. This takes a lot of balls. First of all, insane trade. I wouldn't do this, but it works. It's working out so far. Good luck to you. Thank you for posting, and please post updates. I really want to see what happens with this. All right, let's talk about Apple real quick. Apple. Yeah, honestly, well, Apple's been trading at like 125 for the longest time now. It's not a bad price, but you should wait. Well, that's what I would do. I would wait, because it's not, the RSI is at 49, or 48, so really, it's right. It's not, it's pretty average. It seems like this is right where it's supposed to be. I would wait till like 118 here. That's the next level of support, 118.50. But honestly, like, you shouldn't get so emotional and attached to certain stocks. Like, yes, Apple is a really good stock. Everyone loves Apple. But there are probably better opportunities than this. So, I just be patient. This may not come down, but if it does, if it dips into undervalued territory, then jump on it. But, you shouldn't buy it just because you like it. You should buy it at the right time. So, and right now, it's not the right time. So, for the time being, either just go cash gang and wait for a better opportunity, or put your money elsewhere. Because Apple doesn't look like a great buy right now. Okay, back to the Yolos. All right, this one is by Irish Dud 1. He says 37K YOLO in GME, October 300s. New position for my wife's girlfriend. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so he has 15 call options for GME, expiring October 15th, and these are at the $300 strike. This was a 37K YOLO, and he's already up about 2K, up about $1,800. Okay. So, I don't know if GME's going to $300 by October 15th. It may. That's about a 50% upside from the current price. Kind of ambitious, but you never know with these crazy stocks, these crazy battleground meme stocks. So, I guess I can get behind that, the strike price. And even if it doesn't go to 300, you can sell it anytime beforehand. So, not the worst thing in the world. It's really hard to evaluate this one. You really can't do anything other than just hold on to this and reevaluate every week, every month. And if it starts getting bad, you got to cut. And if it's looking good, then you can continue to hold. But I would definitely sell at the next big pop, next big run. He might have FOMO'd into this, because GME, like, I don't think he got the greatest entry point here. So I guess that's the only bad thing I would say. I can get behind the expiration and the strike price. But I really don't like the entry point. He bought this on the way up, which is not really great. It would have been a lot better to catch this at a bottom. And I'm sure this was pretty expensive because I don't know what the IV for GME currently is, but I know it's a lot, probably over 100%. And I always say, don't buy options over 100% IV because you're gonna get IV crushed. Theta decay is gonna eat at you. Your premium is just gonna decrease and decrease every day, and it really sucks. So yeah, that's all I would say about this. I can get behind the expiration and the strike price. And the only thing is, I'm not the biggest fan of the entry point. And the way to handle this is just to hold and reevaluate every week, every month, and make plays accordingly. So thanks for posting, Irish Dud 1. Appreciate it. Great content. Hope this works out for you. Good luck. And please post updates. Okay, now we're on to the Virgin Galactic Yolos. This one is by the Chicago Blackhawks. I might have just got demonetized for that. I think that's a play of words off of the Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know. He says, Virgin Galactic YOLO, 100% of portfolio in 1 and 2 week calls. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't like this. You guys should never do this. First of all, diversification is key. Not saying you need like 20 or 30 different holdings, but never put 100% of your money into a stock. So he messed up there. And then he bought FDs. These are 1 and 2 week call options. So, yeah, again, I always say if you guys are going to buy options, buy them at least 6 months out, because that is a leaps. FDs, they work sometimes, but most of the time they don't. But you might get lucky here and there. So let's see what's going on here. So this appears to be an 11K YOLO. He has 82 call options for Virgin Galactic. 45 of them expire this Friday, May 28th, with the expiration of $25.5. And then he has 37 more call options expiring next Friday, June 4th. And those are for the $26 strike. So, again, just like the last guy, this appears to be FOMO. He messed up there. Very, very bad entry price. He missed the boat. He should have did this last week before it ran up 27%. Why would you buy in now? That doesn't really make sense. But anyway. Virgin Galactic. So, Virgin Galactic is currently at, we'll just call it 25.50. It's a little less than that, but we'll just call it 25.50. So, they're out of the money, and, you know, there's a good chance these are going to expire worthless. Because, again, he bought in at a terrible entry point where he already missed the boat, and it's likely that Virgin Galactic is going to come back down. It's going to pull back a little. So, these are in a lot of trouble here. Not saying that it won't work, but it's more likely than not this is going to finish out of the money. Maybe it'll hit 26 next week. It's really hard to predict, but personally, I would look to cut here. I would not have done this in the first place. He FOMO'd in. Bad move there. Put too much money on it, and not the greatest expiry dates. So really, I don't like anything about this. At least it wasn't way out of the money. Like, they're relatively decent strike prices. They're just a little out of the money. But personally, I would look to cut here. He's only down 10%. Not the worst in the world. But this is looking really, really dangerous. So, I would just take the 10K here. The 10K remaining in value. Live another day. Just cut this, because if he doesn't, there's a good chance he's going to lose everything. And then that's all of his portfolio, and then it's back to Wendy's. So, yeah. The Chicago Black, whatever. Thank you for posting. Good luck to you. I really hope this works out for you. This looks really, really risky. So, yes, please post updates. I really want to see what happens with this. All right. So this one is by Dr. Jags. He says 400% up on Virgin Galactic $20 strike call options expiring on June 4th. So next Friday. So he has 77 call options for the $20 strike expiring next Friday, June 4th. So this appears to be a 10K YOLO, 11K YOLO, something like that. And right now, he's up 400%. He's up almost 45K, which equals 400%, for a grand total of 56K. Very, very impressive. So this guy did it right. He probably bought these last Friday or last week before the big run-up, before the big 20-30% run-up. This is how you do it. You don't FOMO in after the run-up. So he did it. He did it. Great move here. Personally, I would look to just cut this one, sell everything. You won, bro. This is a 4-bagger. Huge, huge profit. You know, what more do you want? You know, Virgin Galactic can go down. Probably won't go below 20, but you never know. Crazy stuff happens. So, at this point, I would be happy with the gain. I would secure the profits. Take your fat tendies, take your fat gain, take your tendies, and move on, you know? Move on to other opportunities. I really don't see a point in continuing to hold this through next week. It's just not really worth the risk. So, really nothing to say other than that. Great play. I love this. I personally wouldn't buy like FDs like this, but this worked out very well. He was speculating that about the test flight, and it was successful, and it worked. So that's one time that you can buy FDs, is when you're speculating about an upcoming catalyst, and you really don't mind losing the money. Then sure, go for it. But usually it doesn't work. Here it did. So congratulations, Dr. Jazz. Very, very impressive. I love this. Lot of attendees here. Fat gain. Congratulations. Thanks for posting. I'm not sure what he's going to do with this, but I hope he sells it. But anyway, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Thanks for posting. Okay. This one is by B. Merked. B. Merked. He says, Virgin Galactic, all house money. Feed me shorts. Okay. So, this appears to be a 6K YOLO. Around a 6K YOLO. He has 312 contracts, 312 call options. And he's already up 121%. Actually, I should give him the rocket, right? That'd be more appropriate. All right, so he has 212 call options expiring this Friday, May 28th, for the $40 strike. What in the world?
Bruh.
Okay. And then he has 100 call options for June 11th. So, 2 weeks out at the 35 strike.
Bruh.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, I guess it's not terrible because he says it's house money. So, it's money he can afford to lose. That's okay. I just really don't like these strikes. Because there ain't no way this is going to $40 in 3 days. And very, very unlikely this is going to 35 in 2 weeks. So I think it's pretty obvious what to do here. He's probably down money because this was 20 hours ago. So he's probably less money than it shows here. But the obvious thing to do is to cut everything. Secure the profits. Because if you don't, it's not going to be there by Friday. And probably not going to be there on June 11th. So, hey, he's already up 120%. I really don't know what more do you want? Over doubled his money. There's really no point in holding this anymore. Because if he does, he's going to lose everything for sure. So, yes, obvious thing to do here is to take the profit. Don't do anything dumb. Don't hold. This is not a diamond hands. This is a paper hands all the way. So, B Merked, thank you for posting. Good luck to you. I really hope you sell, because ain't no way this is going to be $40 by Friday. And very unlikely this is going to be $35 in 2 weeks. So, thank you for posting. Good luck to you, and please post updates. I want to see how this turns out. And we're back to, and now we got our final two Yolos. And he's back. Our favorite degenerate. This is by SSI 420. He says, Tesla 5-minute play. Position closed. Alright, so this really doesn't look like anything too crazy like he's been doing the past couple of days. Still a bit risky, but I can get behind these. These were meant to be quick in and outs. These were meant to be day trades. This is not supposed to be a hold. So, let's see what he has here. So, he bought 50 Tesla puts expiring May 28th, this Friday, at the $600 strike. And this was a 45K YOLO. And he's up 14% on this. He's up $6,350. So he already closed his position. So he made the tendies. Congratulations. I guess my only criticism would be, don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Because this worked out for him. Of course it did. This guy has the greatest luck in the world. But if it went the other way, this could have went really bad. he made 6K. He could have lost 6K easily. So, you know, to the average person, that really hurts. Losing, you know, 14%, 15% of your portfolio of your trade in 5 minutes. That's not fun. So, only do this if you can if you can handle it. If you can handle the risk. And emotionally, if you can handle it. But hey, he did really good here. He did really good. So, congratulations on this one. And he has another one. He says, Tesla position closed, 1.5 hour play. So, he did the put, but he also went the other way too. This one is, he has 50 call options for Tesla expiring May 28th, this Friday, at the $610 strike. And these are calls. So, you know, maybe he's not just a degenerate and he's just really, really good at this. Because the other ones he posted the past couple of days seemed really, really risky. But here he did it both ways and he made on both ways. So, kind of looks like he knows what he's doing when it comes to these trades, at least. 1 second, guys. Ambulance. Alright, my apologies. So this was a 37K YOLO, and he's already up 6K. Well, he closed it. He made 6K on this for 16% gain. So, really nothing to say about this either. Same thing as the last one. If you're going to make risky plays like this, risky day trade plays like this, only invest what you can afford to lose, and only do it if you can handle it financially and emotionally, because you can lose a lot of money doing this, and you're going to go on an emotional roller coaster. So, I definitely don't recommend this to most people, but if you can handle this financially and emotionally, sure, go for it. Not financial advice. So, congratulations, SSI 420. I love you, man. You give me great content to go over every day. One of the luckiest people I've ever seen on Wall Street Bets. It seems like everything he touches is just magic. So, I say this is not sustainable. This can't last forever. But he just continues to prove me wrong every day. So, I need some of this luck. I need some of this magic. So, congratulations, SSI 420. Thank you for posting. Good luck to you, and keep them coming. Keep the posts coming. I love this. Until next time, I'm sure I'm gonna go over more of his stuff. Raydell, well, you don't have to do it with options. You can just do it with shares, you know. That'd be a good way to start. But hey, we all were noobs at one point, you know. The only way to make money is the only way to learn really is to lose money, and then you learn not to make the same mistakes. So, you know, nothing to be ashamed about. We all sucked at this at one point, and you just learn to get better, and then you become a Chad. I'm not sure if this guy's a Chad or a degenerate, or maybe both. But, you know, with time, you'll get a lot better at this, so don't stress it. Alright, that's the show for today, guys. Just to let you guys know, I said this yesterday, but no show tomorrow. I have to attend my sister's graduation, so no show tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. Alright, let's sign out. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Thursday. Peace out.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then.